So the Alzheimer's Association really started as a support group. Certainly in Northern California, the first support group was at Rosner House in Menlo Park. They used to have 50, 60 people attend these meetings. They'd cut out articles from magazines and newspapers and pass them around and share them. They put their own home phone numbers on a 8.5 by 11-inch piece of paper and pass it around and say, you can share my phone number with your neighbors or your coworkers who want to talk about this. And it was families organizing themselves to share information, to find a way through this, that really was the beginning of the Alzheimer's Association. Support groups aren't for everybody. Not everybody wants to go and sit and share their personal stories with a group of strangers, but I've attended lots and lots of support groups over the years, and it's that place where you learn that you're doing a better job than you thought you were. The behaviors that seem so unusual to you are perhaps not that unusual given the situation we're in. I remember a conversation at a support group many, many years ago around the family member with the diagnosis who was getting up in the middle of the night and thought they had to go to work. Again, because their short-term memory is poor, they forgot that they retired 8 years ago, and that when they went to work, they didn't go to work at 2 o'clock in the morning. But they think they've got to be somewhere and go somewhere. And so families say, what do you do when this happens? Well, one family member shared that they put a stop sign on the door because while Dad remembered what that was for and he wouldn't go out. Another family said that they put strips of duct tape on the floor in front of the doorway, and the person's visual perception was such that they thought it was a grate with holes in between and they were afraid to walk across it. And then the next morning they just put a throw rug over that, and then that night they'd take it away. Somebody else told the story about moving the door knob up higher so that he didn't see it, and it was harder for him to figure out how to move the door. Some people have used, lock keypad locks that the person wasn't going to remember how to navigate to get out. But just sharing these stories, lets you know that the problem that I'm dealing with isn't that unusual. Other people, and you share creative ideas for problem solving. Now, not everything works for everybody. Not everything that worked for me yesterday won't always be guaranteed to work for me next week. But it's that supportive environment where, as I say, you learn that you're doing a better job than you thought you were. It's not quite as dark a situation maybe as it was when you're by yourself with this day after day.